Alright, brothers and sisters, here's what we're doing today. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags to take to London, baby. No, they're not bags of sweets and simile, unfortunately. They're charity, baby, to poor kids and stuff and people in Ukraine. Since Americans shoved them up the anal, they're not having a very good time at the moment. So me and Bob are spreading the love and pimping up these poor people in some proper threads. So we had to take out these seats. So we've got loads of room. And yeah. But the reason why we've taken the seats out is because finally my seats have been resprayed, baby. So we're just picking them up and we'll show you how they look a bit later. Sorry, I was just scratching my ass there. So that's the old seats. We're gonna sell them at some stage. So things are happening, baby. Oh, also we've got some parts here. We've got some headlights that are fogging up. And I'm gonna take them to my mate in London, and he's gonna basically stick them all back together so they don't fog up. And then also we've been dismantling this E34. So taking off the goodies off of it here, took some lights off, took the bonnet off. And so taking these lights to London to sell to a guy.
Podgon Productions.
While I was slowly driving up to London, the seats were getting ready, baby.
And a glorious morning here in the South Central. Even though it's winter, sun is shining. Doesn't usually happen. The car is nice and dirty. Very, very, very dirty. And that is because we've been to London. Took some charity over and picked up our lovely seats, baby. Oh, you can't see anything, but look at that. Look at all this. Sneak preview here. So before you put the seats in, it's always a good idea to give the carpet a good wash while the seats are out. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. the seats are out of the car, and now we can start proper cleaning. So all your dirty carpets can be nicely washed now everything's out of the way. Obviously gonna remove the front one as well. But the main thing to show you is in here. Look at that, baby. Thank you so much to my main man Ash Price at Invicta Leather Repair. He's in Maidstone. Absolutely incredible job he did. You've seen what they looked like before, and now they're pretty much brand spanking new. The driver's side was all messed up here, all cracked up, and he's done an amazing job. Guys, remember these seats are 25 years old, and they look like spankers, baby. Look at that. I'm gonna take some better pictures when I put them in the car in a minute, so you can see the difference. I mean, look at that. This one looks like it's been raped many times by one of those car perverts. So does this one. Also, someone had big accident here. We can see in the back seat. All kind of juices here that we won't even imagine, and that's gonna make some difference. So hoovered it. Now let's get down to cleaning. Don't need anything expensive. This shit costs £1, and this usually works with some good brushing. So give it a good shake.
Uh-oh, look at what this idiot is doing again.
And apply it.
Oh, what a fucking idiot. Look at what he's using.
You need loads of it. Sorry dudes, I think I've had one too many last night. It's actually this we're going to be using. The other one was for the dashboard. What a fucking bellend. It should be foamy like this. So apply it quite a bit and then wait for it to do its magic, basically, a couple of minutes. Don't forget to clean all this as well. So 15 minutes of a bit of scrubbing with a cleaner from Pound Shop, and I'd say it's not bad at all, considering this car is 25 years old. Didn't need to pay anyone, didn't need to spend any money on fancy shit, just a bit of scrubbing, and I think it's adequate. I mean, probably it's not 100% perfect, but I'm not anal like those faggots on the net that are too worried about a little speck of dust. Kids destroy this car every fucking day, so this is good enough for me. So time to whack in the seats. I'm gonna take off this thingy so that we can wrap it or spray it or whatever. How the fuck to take it off without breaking, I don't really know. Oh yeah, looks like there's a clip there. So to take this off, you need to lodge a screwdriver in there and bend it back a bit.
No, you don't, you
And
idiot.
I was an idiot and basically ripped that one out. But if you look closely, there's a clip in there, just there. So you just need to carefully undo this clip and just pull it off.
Now we are going to take off these covers, and first we need to take off this bolt. I want to basically minimize plastic in this car, so I'm going to try and wrap as much as possible, basically. Once you take off the seat belt, it can be a little fiddly to get this out, but you just need to use your brain and it will come out.
So, my dear friends, as we know, our situation is quite dire at the moment, but I will teach you a little lesson how not to shit yourself and not to jump off beat your head. So, you need to look around you and see what can be sold. You know, it can be your wife, but probably you will get more money and it will be in more demand if you dismantle your car, because probably your car is much better looking than your wife. Well, hopefully I will not get to the stage of dismantling the beauties that I'm building, but I've been meaning to break this E34 black convertible that's been sitting outside, so I made a little list and I thought I'll share it with you. Now, I'm not including the engine in this list because the engine I'm using, so you need to count in engine for E36 328 cost about 600 quid. So you need to add 600 quid onto that list if you are breaking the car from scratch. So, without boring you too much, here's the bits that you want to be selling. So I already sold bonnet for 50 quid, prop shaft for 30 quid, loom for 60 quid, side lights and rear lights for 50 quid. Cats, make sure you sell your catalytic converters. I got 310 quid for those, so that's nice. Power steering pump was 50 quid. So, and I haven't even scratched the surface yet, so I'm about to list and start taking off. So exhaust back box, so that's separate from catalytic converters, so that's 50 quid. Steering rack 50 quid. ECU from 328 is 50 quid. I've also got a ECU from 318, that's about 50 to 30 quid. Manual gearbox from 328 is about 175. Clutch 75. BMW differential from 328 is about, with subframe, I'm gonna list for about 150 quid. Seats 140 quid. Carpets, yeah, make sure you don't ruin your carpets. If they're not torn, you can get about 150 quid for those. Left wing 50 quid, right wing 30 quid, headlights 50 quid. Oh, full roof, yeah, that's a full electric roof. And that's about 300 quid, so if it's in decent condition. Front bumper carriers, about 20 quid. Front bumper, I'm gonna spray it up a bit, 50 quid. Rear bumper, also gonna touch it up a bit, 50 quid. Dashboard is 40 quid. Door seals, I'm gonna sell them for 20 quid because they're quite naff, but usually you can get up to 40 quid for those. I'd say average is about 30 quid. Left door handle, yeah, door handles are about 20 quid. Interior ones also about 15 quid. I haven't included those. Left door panel, so that's the whole metal bit without anything, just bare metal, about 30 quid. Right door panel, because it hasn't got any scratches, 50 quid. So if it hasn't got any scratches, average is about 50 quid. Side skirts about 20 quid each, so 40 quid. Front brake calipers and discs 70 quid. Also got some from the silver ones. Got some Brembos, so they're 70 quid. Control arm wishbones 70 quid for the pair. Fog lights about 20 quid for the pair. Boot lid is usually about 50 to 70 quid. Mine's a bit scratched, so I'm gonna do it cheap for 30 quid. Boot lining, that's the bit inside your boot. That's you know, all that material, don't chuck it. That's about 30 to 50 quid if it's nice. Left wing mirror, they're about 50 quid if they're in good condition and have got mirrors on. Mine are a little bit scratched, haven't got mirrors, so I'm gonna just do them for 20 quid each. Electrical windows wiring harness retrofit. Now that's a good point. If you haven't got electric windows, or if you want a E36 looking window control panel, and then you can buy all that. So that's 70 quid. Wiper console and motors. Yeah, that's the bit that moves your whole wipers up and down. That's 60 quid. Front air ducts, they're 25 quid for the pair. That's the ones that go from your bumper kind of into the engine bay. So don't chuck those. Seatbelt covers on the back, that's 30 quid. Roll bar covers, they're 10 quid each. Seat belts are about 30 to 25, kind of something in like that. Steering rack, about 20 quid. Gear stick, about 20 quid, more if it's in good condition. Again, mine isn't. Brake handbrake mechanism lever, that's about 25 quid on average. Trailing arms, they're about 100 to 150 quid. Boot lid cover is about around about 100 quid. You're gonna do it cheaper. Wheels, just standard wheels, 50 quid, should fly away. Those pipes that go from your aircon to the engine bay, they're about 20 quid. Airbox is 50 quid. ABS pump unit is 50 quid. Wiper arms is aircon pump 100 quid. Heater exchanger 30 quid. Air control unit, and the list goes on. And then don't forget about your bits inside, like air control unit 70 quid. Trip computer 35 quid. Your keys are worth quite a bit, especially with the ignition barrel. I've got Clifford alarm, should be at least 100 quid. Then front suspension, gonna do it for about 100 quid for both. Door cards I'm gonna repair, and that's 150 quid. So all in all, that's about 2.5 grand there, that's without the engine or anything. So boys and girls, don't cry. You're never gonna get 3 grand for your missus. So get out there, get your hands dirty like I have. Look at this, all messed up. And get out there breaking down your cars. Get them selling on Facebook or those bastards eBay. I hate them, but sometimes you gotta do it. And make some dollar. Don't go out there and join those blood-sucking bastards at some soul-destroying job. Get out there and break down your cars, baby, and I'm gonna show you how to do it.
A very good news is, my dear puppets, is the list of parts is countless. Just keep taking it off, keep listing, and you can dig yourself out of the shit and even make some dineros. Aight? Yeah, and of course, if you want to be a G, please subscribe to Triple B. Aight? No, it's